Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today, August 11th. I know I said I was going to have a video up a day after my last video, which I think was roughly 2 weeks ago, but didn't have enough for a haul, and plus the 3 packages, it's been a big motherfucking heat wave here in BC, and I just didn't feel like it. Plus, it was my freight crate and my geek fuel, which actually came on time, and plus mom wanted to see what I got. Only downer about the freight crate is I didn't get the print. I don't know why I didn't get the print, but I got everything else, so I'm not gonna complain. I don't have room for a print anymore, but I did get it's a good thing I ordered this month's when I did, because I checked it on, I think it was the 6th, and they were all sold out, so I was like, holy shit, good thing I got it. And yes, I have heard about Nerd Block. I'm not really surprised, because it seemed a little shady the last couple of months, so I'm not gonna miss them. So, but if my credit card does get charged in September, I believe, then I will be like, hey, this site doesn't exist anymore, I want my money back. But I don't know, because I didn't have enough time to, because it was like the day after I got my Doctor Who box. I went to the site and it was down, so I don't know, and I don't care. I'm sticking to Fright Crate, I'm sticking to Creeper Crate. So, but yeah, we've had such a bad heat wave, and I don't know if any of you know, but we have, every summer we always have a shitload of wildfires out in the Okanagan part of BC, and we've had like over 800 since May, and it's so bad. Like, I live close to Vancouver, and like, it's only like a 10-20 minute drive to White Rock, which is the beach, and where these fires are about 4 to 7 hours away from where I live, and the smoke has hit us. So between that and the heat, I was like, I don't want to do any videos. But enough rambling for the last 2 minutes, but that's the reason. It's heat wave and smoke and tiredness, insomnia, fucking insomnia, and plus I didn't have enough to show a haul. Like, to me, I'd rather have my haul over 10 DVDs or Blu-rays, and I had like 6. So now I'll shut up and just get started. The first 2 were from July's horror pack, which were Invasion of the Body Snatchers and the horror pack limited edition Killer Party. I say 2 because I have the Babadook and Outpost, the Rise of the Spetsna. But yeah, I don't have the obviously I don't have this one, and I have to give this a rewatch because I haven't watched it in years. So good thing I didn't buy the Scream Factory release when I had the chance. So plus, I was like, I haven't seen the movie in years, so let's see. Can't wait to check out Killer Party. And then this arrived from either eBay or Amazon. I think I got it from Amazon Marketplace, which I usually don't go to, but it was like only a couple of dollars. And it's another one of the Elvira movie Macabre, which I have to check out. Double feature with Monster of Hydra and The House That Screamed. I gotta pick a day where I watch the Elviras, or I'll just wait till October. So, now, not this Tuesday, but last Tuesday, this was what I was so excited for, this movie. And I might actually do a collection overview, because I have every single movie except for the 1998 piece of shit. I refuse to acknowledge that movie. But the minute I got this, my mom was like, can you wait till tomorrow? And I'm like, no, I'm watching it now. And I loved it so much. I actually watched it the next day with my mom. And I've already pointed it out a few times that this character has been one of my greatest heroes since I was about 4. And the Blu-ray and movie I'm talking about is Shin Godzilla. I still have, it has a reversible cover art, but I like that one better. And the first time he came on screen, because his look is so different from what we're used to, but when he came on screen, I literally was like, what the fuck is that? Because it was like the baby version, but I literally was like, wait, what the fuck is that? And everybody laughs, I laughed, my mom was like, what? And I said in a little review, I go, yeah, it's kind of funny. The small one did more damage than the big one. But when the big one showed up, shit got real. But yeah, I'm a huge Godzilla fan. I've said that so many times. I will continue to say it so many times. But if you guys want, I will do an overview video of all the Godzilla movies I have in my collection, because there's some I have doubles of, and some of them on DVD, some on Blu-ray, and yeah, this is the one that came from Japan. So it was nice to see the Toho logo. I literally squeed at that, because if you're a fan of Godzilla films, you always squee at that stuff. But yeah, Shin Godzilla, and please let me know if you would like to see a video of the collection. And then the next three, like particularly these two, I got at a thrift store, and I know both of them are out on Blu-ray, but I mean, I can't turn down used DVDs for $2. So the first one was Major League. I mean, $2. I'm like, I'll get the Blu-ray eventually, but for now I didn't have this in my collection, either DVD or Blu-ray, so I was like, $2. And then I found this, because he is one of my favorite singers, Peter Gabriel, Secret World Live. I've loved Peter Gabriel since the Us album, even though it didn't clue into me, because I grew up watching Sing Anything, that he was the guy who sung In Your Eyes, until I was like, oh, I want to get another album, and I got this one, and I heard that song, I was like, oh, it's this guy! But yeah, I saw this on Much Music back in the day, and I was like, $2, can't go wrong. And of course, Walmart didn't have the fucking Blu-ray, but I really want to see it, and I still haven't watched it. I have no excuse. I'm terrible when I get to my blind buys, but I was like, just get the DVD for now. I mean, if both my mom and I like it, I'll upgrade the Blu-ray and she can have the DVD of Phoenix Forgotten. I'm looking forward to this. I know it got shit on, but doesn't it seem like the original ideas are getting the shit on? Because this is an original idea. But, and stuff like the sequels, the prequels, the remakes are getting more love than the original ideas. But yeah, can't wait to check this one out. And I'll do these two together, because the prices were a little high, but I was like, you know what, I haven't watched this show in years. I was about 11 when the show started. I absolutely loved it, and now I've got seasons 1 and 2. I guess it's the wind that's making my camera move, because I ain't kicking the thing that it's on. But yeah, seasons 1 and 2 of Kung Fu The Legend Continues. I loved this show when I was a teenager. Well, I was 11 when it started, and when it ended I was about 15, 16. But yeah, I so miss this show so much. We only have 2 more seasons. I hope Warner Brothers will put them out, because I think this one came out 2 years ago. So, and I've been watching the episodes off and on, because I'm a weird completist. If I don't have everything on DVD or Blu-ray, I can't watch the series. With the exception of Sequest DSV, I hate season 3, and I probably will, not get season 3. It's nothing against Michael Ironside. I love him. He's one of my favorite actors. But he couldn't hold a candle to Roy Scheider as Nathan Bridger. So that's why I stopped watching. But this one, oh my god, I loved it. I had it on tape. I would watch certain episodes over and over and over again. And you see some very recognizable faces in these, like Martin Cove, George Lazenby, James Bond, the late Patrick McNee, and the late Robert Vaughn, and even in which season is this? I don't know which season. I think it was this one, but Nev Campbell is supposed to be in an episode, and I'm like, my god, that's back in the day. But yeah, there's a lot of familiar faces, and it was filmed up in Toronto, so, but going for Chicago. But that's the cool thing about us up here. We look like everywhere. But yeah, seasons 1 and 2 of Kung Fu The Legend Continues. And of course, I got it. It needs no intro. It is beautiful, and it is mine. And it is only my 6th copy of the film. I have so many different copies of the first film. I have the Millennium Edition. I have the Anchor Bay Edition with the highlighter pen. I have an edition from Australia that I thought was region free but is region locked. But it does have... this one has, of course, this cut, which is what that Blu-ray was, but I'm keeping it because essentially it was free. But yeah, I was like, and I have the, what else do I, and I have the normal Blu-ray, but I'm not getting rid of any of them. But yeah, I was like, Arrow Video, thank you so much for putting this out. It's one of my favorite horror movies, and ironically, today, August 11th, is Stuart Gordon's birthday, so I felt so sorry for, because I don't think Bruce Abbott has a Twitter, but Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Crampton, and Stuart Gordon do. I wonder how spammed their Twitter feeds got with everybody, including myself, saying thank you for this. They're like, this, we got this awesome edition. And actually, Stuart Gordon and Barbara Crampton liked my tweet. I'm happy. And he liked my birthday tweet. But yeah, this is another one. Do you guys, because I have multiple copies of this, I have multiple copies of the second one and the third, which I hope, I pray to God, Arrow Video brings out. I know not a lot of people like Beyond Re-Animator, but I do. Do you guys want to see an updated collection of that? And if so, do you want to see all my like shirts and other goodies I have Re-Animator related, or just the DVDs and Blu-rays? So, yep, Re-Animator. Mwah. Make sure I didn't get my lipstick on it. And the next three, I've messaged him here. I told him on Instagram, I'll tell him again, to Jay, Absolute Sublime 1. Thank you so much for this. He had a huge sale, and I wanted some, but I have to take into account that for him to ship up to me here in Canada is expensive. We did a trade not too long ago where I sent him my Blu-ray Steelbook of The Witch, because that was a movie I hated, and he sent me a DVD of Dead Alive, which I've never seen and I've always wanted to, but of course everybody knows that's out of print. But it was such a beat up copy. He felt so bad that he was sending me that, and I'm like, dude, I don't care, I want Dead Alive. And he sent me that DVD of The Truth About Cats and Dogs, which I gave to my parents because they love that movie a lot more than I do. No offense, but that's not my thing. He sent me another DVD, and he sent me a soundtrack, White Bird in the Blizzard, with the chick from the Divergent series, and it's all 80s music, which is good by me. But yeah, it cost him almost $15 to $17 to ship to me, so I said, I'll give you $45 for these three, which ironically ended up being $58, but I mean, I figured it covered, considering one of these is like $35 to $45 alone. And he sent me the DVD of Alligator, which I've always wanted to see, but I've never been able to find it for a decent price, because like I said, I'm weird. Duh. But certain movies where they're like, this came out the year I was born, 1980, and some sellers were asking like $20 for this. I'm like, dude, come on, I'd give you $10, but in this case, I really wanted the movie, so I can't wait to check it out. And the one Blu-ray in question that I was like, can I have this? Yeah. And I switched the slipcover over, and that is the Arrow Video Blu-ray of Eaten Alive, which I've always wanted to see. I'm a huge fan of Tobe Hooper, and I've heard nothing but great things about this film, so I'm like so excited for this, because I think this runs to about $45 alone on Amazon.ca. And I know everybody says check Amazon.com, and I'm like, yeah, but you guys don't get that the shipping again is adds up to almost $15. So, but yeah, it was this one. I think is the, I don't know which one I'm more happy to have, because I'm happy to have all three. And the other one, believe it or not, doesn't seem like my type of movie, but I saw this a couple years ago, and I was like, this is such a good movie. I wish I had seen it in the 80s, and it's called Vision Quest. It's a great soundtrack, and all that, but I was like, I want to get that. I haven't watched it since I saw it on TV a couple of years ago, which was like, it was really, really good. So, and it has a young Linda, oh man, I can't say her name, if you guys can read that, from The Last Seduction. So there we go. So thank you so much, Jay. Thank you so much for that. And the last 4 I got from Sunrise Records, they just had a pile for 2 for $20, so I was just going through it, and I was like, I found one, and then I went to find some others. I was like, oh, that one. And I went back to it. I was like, oh, that one. Oh, that one. And one of the ones I went, oh, that one I gotta get is Fear. I was about 15 when this came out. I couldn't go see it in the theater because it was 18A, and my mom didn't want to take me. Mom, I would have paid. But yeah, this is still one of my favorite movies Mark Wahlberg did. It was one of his first, I think, his first as a leading actor, not supporting like in Renaissance Man and Basketball Diaries, which is an awesome movie. But yeah, this was really freaky, and almost everybody in this film I know and love. So there we go, Fear. And probably one of the most biggest fucking heartbreaking movies of all time. Okay, you cannot tell me you did not cry like a bitch at the end of this movie. I mean, I'm one of them. I was like, what, 10? Yeah, I was 10 when this came out. So when the ending happened, I lost my shit. It's up there with E.T., Untamed Heart, and there's one, what's the other one? Shit, I'm blanking. But yeah, there's this, Untamed Heart, and I know there's another, Shawshank Redemption. Even though that's not really sad, but you can't help but cry at the end of that movie. That I will always cry at the end of, but I never had it in my collection because it was never on for a decent price. Because it's like 26 years old. It shouldn't be over 20 bucks. But I was like, I gotta get this. It's one of my favorite movies as I grew up, and that's still one of the fucking saddest movies ever made. So there we go, My Girl. And I am not a fan of this actor, and I still keep getting his movies, but there's certain movies I really like. I can just forget that I just don't care about him too much. So, and that is Soylent Green. I've never been a fan of Charlton Heston. I don't know why. It's just something about him that just rubs me the wrong way, but I like this one. I love Earthquake. I love Planet of the Apes, and I love Ben-Hur. But there's just something about him that rubs me the wrong way. It's almost like the same as with Matthew McConaughey. He rubs me the wrong way. I just don't like him. And from what I hear, it's a good thing I didn't go see The Dark Tower. Even though I still probably will, because I really want to see that. It's sad that the reception it got. Maybe, I don't know what went wrong, but everybody's saying, well, in 2 years it'll be rebooted, and that's probably the truth. And the last one up, I was like, oh yeah, have to get this. It's a childhood favorite, and I haven't watched it in years. The Three Amigos. Even though I am not a fan of Chevy Chase and Steve Martin, I'm batting 1,000. Yeah, but this was one movie of theirs I loved, and the only other movies with those two I liked were Memoirs of Invisible Man and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I just never got on the Steve Martin, Chevy Chase bandwagon. So, plus, I preferred, out of all the comedians I grew up on in the 80s, I preferred John Candy. John Candy was my thing. Him and Robin Williams, which is the 3rd anniversary of his death. But I mean, like, out of these guys, definitely John Candy was my favorite, even though I like Martin Short, too. Inner Space, come on. But yeah, 25th anniversary edition, and this one has special features. Deleted scenes, cast interview, cast reunion, comrade, something booklet. Not booklet, let's put it that way. But yeah, it's like, why not? I love the Three Amigos. So there we go, guys. That is it. Sorry it took 2 weeks to do it, but I needed a lot more. But don't know when my next video will be, because not next week, but the week after I'm going away. So a lot of my horror pack and what else? I don't know what else is coming in, but mainly horror pack I will not be able to get until I come back, because I'm going out over to Vancouver Island, because I haven't been there in a long time. So, but like I said, if you guys want, let me know if you want to see collection videos of these, the Re-Animator franchise and the Godzilla franchise. Please let me know down in the comments. And again, and also with Re-Animator, do you guys want to see all the other stuff I got? Like my shirts, my pins, but it's up to you if you want me to bring all that stuff out and show you. But yeah, there's the Godzilla franchise and the Re-Animator franchise. I'm willing and able to do collection videos of these two awesome series. So let me know in the comments below. So yeah guys, that is it. So I've already said I don't know when my next video will be. I don't know. Unless I maybe get the horror pack before I go on holidays, but I seriously doubt it. But you never know. Maybe I will. And I'm looking forward to pop-up pack, so I'm gonna check that out too. See how many of the movies I do have. At least I can pick and choose what I want. Okay guys, so that is it. And yada yada yada. So I hope you all have a great weekend, watch a shitload of movies, and of course, as always, like, comment, please subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.